I clearly need to update that intro. Anywho, hey guys, how are you doing? Um, Welcome back to another video. And this video, if I can English right, in this video, I'll be going over this amazing article. How apparently Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy is making its way to the theaters. And I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. So get your webbing ready because you're going to want to swing by your local theater this fall. See Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy when it returns for a limited weekend, showing courtesy of Fathom Entertainment. Engagement begins on the 26th of September with Spider-Man, but the next day has a special treat. On September 27th, theaters will screen Spider-Man 2, but in a new 4K edition with an extended cut, newly titled 2.1. This is the first time that the cut, which includes deleted and extended scenes, be shown theatrically. I'm happy that they said the first time it be shown theatrically, because if they just said, this is a new thing, it's ain't. It really is not. Because I have a DVD of 2.1. I think like 2.1. Like that version came out shortly after the movie came out. I think it came out before Spider-Man 3 did. When did Spider-Man 2.1 come out? Came out in 2007. That's about the same year as the actual movie did too. Was it? Anyways, but I've seen it. That's the version I'm so accustomed to like watching. It feels weird whenever I watch like theatrical cut of Spider-Man 2 because it just seems so short and so weird to see like some of the scenes that I really enjoy, like the doctor scene in Spider-Man 2 when Peter's telling the doctor about him losing his powers but try to disguise that as a brain strength. That that scene in the theatrical cut was good. But in the 2.1 cut, oh, I so love it. I so love it. Anyway, finally, the trilogy will conclude on September 28th with screenings of Spider-Man 3. Now, I gotta admit, Spider-Man 3 may be the weakest one of the trilogy, but I don't think it deserved, like, how do I work with this? It's one of those movies that maybe the weakest thing of said trilogy or said saga, but it's my guilty pleasure. It's one of those quote unquote bad movies that are my guilty pleasure. I got no shame with that. I got no shame on admitting that. The success of Spider-Man in 2002 helped launch the modern era of superhero films. To this day, Tobey McQuire's take on Spider-Man resonates across generations. Chief Executive Officer of Fathom Entertainment Ray Nutt said in a statement issued to Friday. Um, At Fathom Entertainment, we celebrate fandom, and I am delighted that Spider-Man 2.1 in 4K will make its theatrical debut. A true gift for longtime fans and a thrilling discovery for new ones. Engagement will be an encore screening the following weekend, October 3rd through 5th. Just in case you missed the original weekend or need to get in for a second marathon. Knowing me, I would, because the Tobey McQuire Spider-Man was my childhood. So knowing me, if I had the money, be getting double dose of Tobey McQuire. Venom has been doing a lot of cool theatrical re-releases engagements lately, and even more of the horizon. And it re-released Indiana Jones like Last Crusade in June, and The Clueless coming up after. Additionally, it plans to show Rocky IV, The Sound of Music, Sunset Boulevard, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in the near future. Tickets for the Spider-Man trilogy engagement going going out on July 25th. Personally, I don't know if I will be able to see it because I don't live next to a theater that does fandom events. Granted that the last movie that the theater near me re-released, that I can't remember, was The Lion King. And that's my favorite Disney film, period. And I'm talking about the animated movie, not the wannabe live action one that came out in 2019. I think that's the last, like I said, re-release movie I've seen in theaters. But like I said, my theater doesn't have fandom. That was always just like global things, Lion King. I feel like so. I'm hoping this will like the Spider-Man trilogy will extend past just fandom, and maybe one day if this does so well in theaters, that all the theaters will say, "Hey, we're seeing what you're doing, fandom. We're seeing what you're doing, fandom. I want to get a piece of the action over here, so we're gonna do it in our theaters." Which I'm hoping that's the case because I would really love to see the Tobey Maguire films in theaters and essentially binge watch. And I really hope it doesn't like they don't only have one screening. I take that back in terms of the last re-release film I've seen in theaters because The Lion King came out in 1994 before I was born. The last re-release film I've seen in theaters was Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. I was wait 9 at the time. Revenge of the Sith originally came out in theaters, but I didn't care about Star Wars at the time. Plus, for some or maybe I had a little inkling at the time, but didn't want to admit it. I was a kid, but my mom didn't let me watch Star Wars until I was 11. So I didn't get to see the prequels or original trilogy, which by the time I got into Star Wars, those were the only like there were only 6 movies. The prequels, the original trilogy. And shortly after I became a Star Wars fan, it was the Clone Wars that just came out. But point is, because I watched it when I was 11, but just I went to see um, Revenge of the Sith 3 times in theaters. 2 of those times were back to back, so I pretty much stayed at the theater for 5 hours. So my point is, if they did like what Revenge of the Sith did and re-release year round for his Revenge of the Sith's case for his 25th, or sorry, 20th anniversary, do you know how many people would pull what I did, see it maybe like said their favorite Spider-Man film of Tobey Maguire's in theaters 2 times in a row, potentially they could. If I saw Star Wars Revenge of the Sith 2 times in a row, and then coming back the next day, just see it again. Just think of all the profit guys could make if you didn't only like do this with Phantom, but the year round. Just saying. Just saying. Because even like people who like didn't see like the Tobey Maguire films and who only seen like Tobey Maguire and like No Way Home, dude, I'm telling you, new audience, old audience, oh, this makes me excited. This makes me excited. Anywho, what do you feel nice think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And here's another one of my old intros where I play as an outro because I'm great bay. So later, taters. So I lied. That was a more current intro outro thing. Later, taters.